Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I'm trying to get it to pull up on here.
It's wellness check time.
It's Wellness Wednesday. Woo, woo, woo.
Wait for a few people to get on here.
I go to our page and find
I think we have a kind of a fun topic today.
it. Me too.
Something everyone can relate to.
I think so.
Yeah.
It might be just me.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wait for a couple people to come on. But before we get started, we're gonna make a couple of announcements. Tonight at 5:45 p.m., one time only, Pi is gonna be both on site and live on Facebook today with Alicia at 5:45 p.m. We're super excited about it. It should be super fun. Make sure if you have your OLS account to sign up for class online.
Yes.
And if you're unsure how to do that, then call the center and we'll help you out and kind of walk you through it.
So today we're going to talk about community and what that means to have a sense of community, to do things in your community, just all about community, which also happens to be
Our word of the day! Woo! Just in case y'all didn't know about our program going on right now, it's happening for 2 weeks. We are doing that word of the day giveaway where you can win 3 awesome prizes if you email my email, which we'll put in the comments later, the word of the day and your name, and you'll be entered in to win a raffle for one of those 3 awesome prizes. So make sure you tune in to classes, wellness checks throughout the week and next week too.
And always email the word, don't comment the word and ruin it for people. So
Yes.
always email Meaghan the words for the next 2 weeks. So, well, let's just jump in and talk about community and what that means. So basically, community is like having a sense of belonging with a certain group, people that you trust and share common interests with.
Yeah.
So just some examples of community. Hello, TMMK Fitness. You guys as members, you know that kind of what sets us apart from other places is that we really feel like a family here. We all have a kind of a common goal of we just want to be healthy and be the best that we can be. So health clubs, not just our center, but health clubs in general can be an example of community. Churches. So, everyone there, again, obviously has something in common there. You got a big group of people that you can lean on and trust with anything in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, online groups is another big thing. So, especially right now, where we may not be able to get out and go to our regular community groups that we're a part of, we can either create something online to still stay connected with those people, or even join a new group.
Yeah.
Just get on there and search for something that you're interested in. There's lots of meetup groups even for outdoors things, like kayaking and hiking, and you can go in there and search and meet up with people who again share common interests with you.
I'm going to share it so when I first moved to Kentucky, I've only been here about a year and a half. That's exactly what I did. I went on Facebook and I typed in, soccer meetup groups, and just kind of went through and found one that I liked and joined it, and then met a pretty good handful of people who it was easy to start a conversation. We all were there for a common goal. We were there to play soccer and have some fun. But now they're still some of my close friends. So even just the simple search online can get you just these new experiences and like new friends to create that community if you're from somewhere that's not local. So it's a good way to meet people that way too.
Yeah. One thing that I'll just share an experience with you guys too. So I went to a church for a very long time, and it was a great experience. Loved all those people there, and then but for just various different reasons, we kind of stepped out and we tried a different one.
Yeah.
And so although we still love the other place, but just being in a new environment and just all of the new friends that we gained from that So it's kind of neat because I feel like I have this pocket of people here to support me, but I still have my pocket over here too.
Yes.
And then I have my work pocket of people, and then like childhood friends, you know, that I still stay in contact with.
Yeah.
So I guess where I'm going with my personal experience with that is it's okay to kind of maybe step out and find new areas.
Yeah.
For another example, maybe you've been a part of a mom group on Facebook. It doesn't hurt to kind of step out and maybe, you know, search for other groups that are maybe similar interests.
Yeah.
Because you might find even more support, you know, having even more people that you can lean on for things. So, you know, whether it's like a spiritual religious thing or like parenting or even other like hobbies, just kind of getting out there and I just feel like the more that you can connect with people, especially in this time that the whole world is living in, it's just so good for your mental health.
Yeah.
Assuming that you're getting positive feedback
and
that you're not part of a negative, you know, group that's bringing
Leave
you
that
down.
community if it's negative.
Yeah.
I think that's an important thing that you said, though. You said you have your pocket at work, you have your pocket at church, you have a pocket for hobby, so it like creates that balance in a network of people where you could meet one person here and they might know somebody there, which introduces you to more people,
exactly,
so more positive experiences and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's super important to have that positive community even in work, so you talked a little bit about that and how important it is, especially during this time when things are very uncertain in the work environment, whether you're working from home or you're back at the office or doing like a split shift kind of thing. As long as you have those people there to support you and to help navigate through those waters, it makes it a lot easier and a lot less stressful to just have those people to lean on and encourage you through that time.
Absolutely. Definitely keeping all the positive people in your life for sure.
Yeah.
So another thing that's kind of interesting when you think about community, so yeah, it can be people that you have common interests with, but you can also turn it a little bit and think about community service.
Yeah.
And getting involved that way. So, you know, right now times might be a little bit different with how you can serve your community, but I think the same things happen when you do community service as, you know, the same as when you participate in some other group. You know, you have that sense of belonging. You feel like you're obviously helping people, so you're doing something good and you get some satisfaction out of that. Again, great for your mental health in times like these. So, you know, maybe popping online and just Googling places in your area that you can do some community service at. You know, there's plenty of things that can still be done even though we can't gather as large groups, you know.
Yeah, I think that's...
You know, mowing a yard for an elderly person, you know, who can't get out in this heat, or, you know, just... Or
picking up their groceries or something like that. I'm sure there's groups like that kind of going on right now on Facebook, but when I was looking into groups to join, one site that I found was, it was just called Meetup. It's a website and it has all these different meetups where you can meet with different people and you can search by cities, by location, by topic, whatever you want to do. They had a bunch of community service ones on there. They also had a bunch of like, let's go kayaking here. And then there was also, I thought was very interesting, they had a lot of Zoom meetups. So which has been super popular now because a lot of things are closed, and especially these next few weeks, a lot of things are closed, but there was like just a Zoom happy hour, which they had like a max of like 100 people joining. So even if it was just random people, it was just getting on and hanging out and finding a sense of community, even though it's weird if you can't always be in person. But I just thought that was pretty neat.
That's neat. I didn't know people were doing that.
Yeah.
Like with people you don't know, just like doing a...
Yeah.
That's
just a fun way to meet friends,
fun.
and then if you don't like them, you can just turn it off.
Yeah,
so
just hang
it just
up.
works.
They don't know you, they won't get offended, right?
Yeah.
So, so for those of you that are on, if you want, comment. We got Richard and Melanie and Jason. Feel free to comment if you have any groups that you are a part of. Other things like car shows, that's another community.
That's a big one, especially here in Georgetown.
Yeah, my husband and my dad are into car shows and getting trophies and doing all of that stuff. So, you know, and it's when you're involved in things like that, for example, you tend to see kind of the same people at a lot of these shows. So even though you might not be officially, like friends with those
Yeah.
people, it's still exciting, and you feel good when you run into someone. Oh yeah, you were at the last show, and
Yeah.
it's just
It builds
great
that
way
connection,
to,
which
that.
fosters that sense of community eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, a couple reasons. Hey, Rhonda. Drop your favorite community in the comments. We want to know. But just a couple other things about like why a community or joining a group or a hangout or something is important. Just meeting new people, or getting better at a skill of some sort. Trying new things is important. So kind of getting outdoors if you don't normally go hiking and it's something you want to try, but you don't want to go alone. Building confidence and just self-esteem by making those friends and those connections to help lift you up and build you up. But
Yeah.
all those positive things that we were saying earlier.
And on the flip side, think of what you could contribute to. So you could be a positive influence on someone else who might be struggling.
Oh yeah.
And help bring up their self-esteem. And you could say you're really good at something, join that group and teach others that something, So I think everybody kind of wins in that type of situation. So, Does anybody have any questions, any comments? So community is the word of the day. That's separate. That's our little side program here, word of the day. So you can email Meaghan that word.
Yes, we will put my email in the comments to make sure y'all email it. Double check it. The name's spelled a little weird. But yeah, and then also make sure to attend PIO tonight, either online at 5:45 p.m. or in person on site at 5:45 p.m. with Alicia.
It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Hopefully we'll see y'all there.
Thanks, everybody.